Hello guys, welcome back to ESENtaxa. Andrea Papito here. In this particular video, I'm going to show you something different of normal tax topic. Well, I mean, we have some connection with this topic, of course. I simply stumbled across this website, this article on CNN, in which you will find that the certain Italian villages pays you to live there. And this is something that is quite interesting because we are going to analyze these kind of things also from the taxation point of view and see how you can exploit this particular benefit that some Italian villages grant to certain people, and how to optimize your taxes as well, because this is what we do here in ESENtaxa. If you're new in this channel, in ESENtaxa, we always talk about how to optimize taxes, how to planify a long-term taxation for your relocation. For this case, Italy. And if you want to move to Italy, if you want to learn about the Italian taxation, the Italian fiscal system, just in the description below the video, you will see the link to our quotes and consultancy services. And for any questions, if you want to know more, if you want to be helped, just write us at esentaxa@gmail.com, in which we can reply you, and we will be happy to help you. So I put on the screen a video on YouTube, actually, and I wanted to show you exactly what I found quite interesting for you, and we can discuss how we can exploit these kind of things at your favor if you want to relocate to Italy, or if you want to relocate into the south of Italy, and see how you can improve your tax situation in case of relocation to this country. So let's first check the video, and I'm going to comment afterward.
Budding entrepreneur, do you wish to get away from crowded cities? Do you enjoy traveling around the world? Are you in love with world travel? Would you like to relocate to southern Italy if someone pays you $33,000 over a period of 3 years for moving in to a beautiful and scenic countryside location? If you answered yes to all of the above questions, then you must seriously consider this offer. Scenic villages from Italy's southern region, also known as the Calabria.
Okay, so Calabria, it's the regional south of Italy. I'm going to show you quickly on Google Maps where it's located. So it's basically the boot of the Italian peninsula. As you can see, it's marked on Google Maps, this red area here. And basically, this video is talking about these regions in which there are certain villages that grants you like $33,000 more or less if you relocate there. But let's continue the video.
Proposed a new scheme for international professionals, entrepreneurs, and business owners. In order to qualify, you need to be 40 years old or younger than that, and you must be willing to relocate to southern Italy within a period of 90 days after your application gets...
Okay, so this is quite interesting. So you have to be young. So their idea is to repopulate certain villages that are suffering from the depopulation effect. So the youth is basically most to be disappear in these areas. So this program is to help those areas to get populated again. And the video says international entrepreneur. True, but I went through the website of Calabria region, which is unfortunately not in English, and I basically discovered that you can also be Italian, living in Italy from another Italian town, and you have to relocate to this smaller town. So it's not just addressed to foreigners, but also to Italian. And also, if you're already living in Italy in another town, you have the chance to move to those small villages there from another Italian town. Okay, and of course, if you're coming from abroad,
you must either commit to kickstarting a small business from scratch as an entrepreneur, or take up pre-existing job offers that are being made available to certain professionals urgently required by the towns from the southern region of Italy. So if you decide to go for it, you will be staying near a beautiful seashore or on top of a gorgeous mountain in southern Italy.
So he said basically two main constraints. The first one is the fact that you have to be a worker that is needed in those villages, a plumber, a carpenter, electrician, these kind of things. Or whatever, any kind of jobs, actually, not just manual jobs. but also it mentioned as entrepreneur activity. So you have to go there, set up an activity. But certain communes, certain villages, they require you to be an entrepreneur of a certain kind of business. You cannot pick up whatever business you do. So basically, you cannot be digital nomad, go there, get paid, and do your job online. This is something that won't work. I'm quite sure it won't work, because also I read from the original announcement that are the most important constraints. Otherwise, you won't get approved. You do not get approved, and you cannot enjoy its benefit.
Love the idea? Great. Just click on the link in the description below to get in touch with the Italian authorities who have proposed this idea. Just translate the page and search for the latest.
Yeah, it puts basically here the links to Regione Calabria. Okay, then it's another things to be browsed. So actually, in the link in the description below this video, we also I found a CNN article, which is quite exhaustive. As you can see here, the CNN talks about this pretty village, pretty Italian villages wants to pay you $33,000 to move in. Well, here you also see the name of the villages that are applying this benefit. Here I have a nice map and all the small villages applying this program. Okay, as you can see, those villages, they're not really located in the coast line of the Calabria. Calabria is a peninsula of the Italian peninsula, right? So you have the sea on both sides, on the left and the right. The thing is that those are at the top of some mountains, some hills, so quite far from the sea. So you have to have a vehicle there, a car, in order to move around. The public transportation is not extensive, developed there. But of course, everything is quite cheap. The cost of living is quite low, and unfortunately, these areas are a little bit depressed in the sense that there's not so much employment. The unemployment rate is high, and the small villages suffer by depopulation. So the communes wants to be there, work there, and be useful for the community, which makes sense actually. So if you're willing to follow these rules, then you can relocate there. You can apply for this specific program, and they might pay you. And normally the payment is not done in one shot, but it seems that you will be paid monthly for 3 years. This is what they say normally, but you might get paid with the tax credit system. So you have a amount of tax, and they might subtract all this amount of money against your taxes. This is one option. Split it in more years, or simply you get paid from these communes. But again, you have to be approved, because you have to present yourself as an entrepreneur of a type of business that these villages requires to do. Okay, so if you agree with this, if you like to live there, the benefit of living in Calabria is that you are living in the south of Italy. This means that you can apply the impatriate regime. So if you fulfill the constraint of the impatriate regime and you get approved by this program, you basically get paid, and you can also deduct from taxes 90% of your income. So you're going to pay like 2%, 3%, 4% taxes while you're running your business required by that villages in Calabria. So this is how it works. So you can basically exploit the two things: get paid, running a business that they like you, they want you to do, and maybe you have to like this kind of business as well. And at the same time, you can enjoy the impatriate regime benefit. So the full package together. This is not bad. It's a nice solution here. The second thing that I wanted to show you here, okay, here we browse the page, we go through this CNN article. You can have a look here. It's quite interesting. It's quite exhaustive, so you'll find a lot of information. And this is pretty much what you can do, what you can exploit. I think that's it for this video. If we have more news about these informations, we will release them in ESENtaxa here in this channel. And if you like this content, please subscribe the channel, notification bell, and like button. And see you to the next content.